Before watching this video, please subscribe this channel and click on bell icon to get the notifications for the upcoming classes.
Next, Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, at constant temperature, the potential difference across the ends of the conductor is always directly proportional to the current flowing through a conductor. This is a conductor. The current in this conductor is flowing is I. The two ends, one is A, second end is B. The potential difference across the two ends A and B is V. The potential difference is increases if the current flowing in the conductor is also increases. That is, potential difference across the ends of conductor is directly proportional to current flowing to a conductor at constant temperature. If you are eliminating the proportionality symbol, you are introducing some constant that is called as a electric resistance. This is called as a Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, the potential difference across the ends is equal to product of the current and the electric resistance. And also another statement, the ratio of voltage to current is always constant, proportionality constant, that is called as a R. Okay, using this Ohm's law, the conductors again classified into two types. One is the ohmic conductors, second one is the non-ohmic conductors. One is ohmic conductors, second one is the non-ohmic conductors. The conductors which are obey the Ohm's law are called as a ohmic conductors. Example, all metals. All metals. The conductors which are obey the Ohm's law are called ohmic conductors. Example, all conductors. The graph in ohmic conductors is always a linear curve, a straight line passing through the origin. The conductor does not obey the Ohm's law are called as a non-ohmic conductors. ఏ వాహకాలు అయితే ఓమ్ నియమాన్ని పాటించవు వాటిని నాన్ ఓమిక్ కండక్టర్స్ అంటాం. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సెమీకండక్టర్స్, డయోడ్స్, ట్రాన్సిస్టర్స్, etc., LEDs, etc. In non-ohmic conductors, the curve between voltage and the current is also a non-linear. It is not a straight line. ఏ వాహకాలు అయితే ఓమ్ నియమాన్ని పాటిస్తాయో వాటిని ఓమియ వాహకాలు అంటాం. ఓమియ వాహకాలు అన్ని కూడా లోహాలే. ఓమియ వాహకాల్లో పొటెన్షియల్ భేదం మరియు విద్యుత్ ప్రవాహాల గ్రాఫ్ ఎప్పుడూ కూడా ఒక సరళరేఖీయంగా ఉంటుంది. ఏ వాహకాలు అయితే ఓమ్ నియమాన్ని పాటించే వాటిని అవోమియ వాహకాలు అని అంటాం. అవోమియ వాహకాల్లో పొటెన్షియల్ భేదం మరియు విద్యుత్ ప్రవాహాల మధ్య వక్రం ఎల్లప్పుడూ కూడా అరేఖీయంగా ఉంటుంది. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సెమీ కండక్టర్స్, డయోడ్స్, LEDs, ట్రాన్సిస్టర్స్, etc. Kirchhoff laws. Kirchhoff laws are two types. One is the KCL, Kirchhoff current law or junction law. Second one is Kirchhoff voltage law, KVL or loop law. First of all, we are discussing about the KCL. At any junction, this is a junction O. Here 5 conductors are joined together. Some conductors are current flows away from the junction. Some currents are flowing towards the junction. For our convenience, at any junction, the algebraic sum of the currents is always equivalent to 0. That is, in notation, sigma I is equal to 0. For sign conventions, whenever the currents are enters into the junction are taken to be positive, if the currents are leaving from the junction are taken to be negative. Using this symbol, sigma is always a sign of plus. Okay, currents out of the from, that is minus I1. I2 is into the junction, that is I2. I3 is away from the junction, that's why it is a minus I3. I4 into the junction, that's why I4 plus I4. I5 is away from the junction, is equivalent to 0. Therefore, I2 plus I4 is equal to I1 plus I3 plus I5. That is the sum of the currents I2 and I4 are into the junction. The sum of the currents into the junction is equal to the I1, I5 and I3 are the away from the junction. Some of the currents are moving away from the junction. The another statement is the sum of the currents are enters into the junction is equivalent to the sum of the currents are leaving from the junction. That's why no charge will be accumulated at the junction. That's why the whole charge accumulating in the system is remain the same. That is constant. That's why it is obey the law of conservation of charge. The KCL is always obey the law of conservation of charge. Second one is KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law or loop law. Form a closed loop. with 3 resistors simply and a battery. This is resistance R1, this is resistance R2, this is resistance R3. The current is always flows from the positive terminal, let it be I. It is a closed, the EMF of the battery is E. The potential drops across the resistors is always taken to be negative if considering the direction of the current. In opposite to the direction of the current, the EMF or potential drops across the resistors are always taken to be positive. In direction of electric current, the potential differences are negative. Opposite to the direction of current is positive. That's why you can apply that the algebraic sum of the electric voltages or potential differences in any closed loop is equivalent to 0. The algebraic sum of voltages in closed loop is equivalent to 0. We can apply that. Starts from positive terminal. Okay, in direction of current is negative, that is minus V1. Here potential difference is V1, here potential difference is V2, here potential difference is, let it be, V3. In the same direction, the second resistor having the potential difference V2, the same direction is negative. The third direction, third resistor across the potential difference is minus V3. Whenever the low potential difference to high potential difference of the battery is always taken to be positive, we can move from the low potential terminal to high potential terminal. The EMF of the battery is taken to be positive. That's why here minus to plus, that's why plus E is equal to 0. The voltage is equal to, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. That's why I into R1 minus I into R2, here resistance R2, minus I into R3 plus E is equal to 0. Therefore, E is equal to I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. Therefore, the current in the network is equal to E by R1 plus R2 plus R2. That's why the loop law majorly useful for calculate the electric currents in the complicated electronic circuits. Okay, in this circuit, the total energy is constant. That's why it is obey the law of conservation of energy. Conservation of energy. The KCL always obey the law of conservation of charge. The KVL always obey the law of conservation of energy. Next one, drift speed. Generally denoted by VD. If you are considering any conductor, ఏదైనా ఒక వాహకాన్ని గాని మనం తీసుకున్నట్లయితే ఇందులో it is a first end of the A, second end is a B. If you p electrons will be considering at one end, it will be moved from the one end to another end by application of the external battery, that is external source of EMF E. The motion of free electrons from one end to other end of the conductor in presence of external electric field is called as a drift speed. The drift speed of electron is equivalent to the current in the conductor by density of the electrons present in the conductor into charge of an electron or charge and area of cross section of the conductor. The drift speed of an electron is equivalent to current flowing through a conductor by NQA. N is the density of electrons in the conductor, Q is the charge of the conductor, and A is the area of cross section of the conductor. The drift, mostly using the copper conductors, the drift speed of the electron in copper conductor is approximately equivalent to 0.07 millimeters per second. Most of the copper conductors are used nowadays. The drift speed of the electron in the copper conductor approximate value is 0.07 millimeter per second. The drift speed nothing but speed, that's why its units are meter per second. Combination of resistors. Here two type of combinations are there. One is series combination of resistors. Second one is parallel combination of resistors. If you are considering few resistors, symbol of resistance is R1 is joined with another resistance R2 and another resistance R3 and so on, which is connected to external source of battery. This is series combination of resistors. The effective resistance in series combination of resistance is always equal to the sum of the individual resistances connected in the circuit, and so on. Okay, in series combination, the effective resistance in series combination is equivalent to sum of the individual resistances in the network. Therefore, let's simple problem. Okay, 1 ohm, 3 ohms and 4 ohms. 1 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohms of resistors are connected in series. Find the effective resistance in the combination. Therefore, series combination effective resistance RS is equal to R1 plus, R2 plus and R3 and so on. Here R1 is 1 ohm, R2 is 3 ohms and R3 is 4 ohms. That is 8 ohms. The effective resistance is 8 ohms. Next one. In series combination, the effective resistance is always greater value in the series combination. Here 1, 3, 8, 4. The effective resistance is 8 ohms. R1 is 1 ohm, R2 3 ohms, R3 4 ohms. The effective resistance is 8 ohms. It is always greater value in the individual combinations. The effective resistance in series combination is always greater value in the combination. Next, parallel combination. This is first resistor R1. This is second resistor R2. This is third resistor R3. This is parallel combination of resistors. The effective resistance in the parallel combination, the reciprocal of the effective resistance in the parallel combination is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. The effective resistance of parallel combination, reciprocal of the effective resistance in parallel combination is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. For suppose, the first resistor is 1 ohm, second resistor is 3 ohms and third resistor is 4 ohms. The effective resistance in parallel combination 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. That is 1 by Rp is equal to LCM is 12 plus 4 plus 3. That is 16 plus 3, 19 by 12. Therefore, Rp is equal to 12 by 19 ohms. The effective resistance in the parallel combination always lesser value in the combination. Always lesser value in the combination is 1 ohm. 12 by 19 is always point some value. That is Rp is lesser value in the combination. The effective resistance in parallel combination is always lesser value in the combination. The effective resistance in the series combination always greater value in the combination.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe this channel and click on bell icon to get the notifications for the upcoming classes. And share this